Emily's grumpy friend. Emily is an emerald green engine who lives on the island of Sodor. She may be a little fussy and impulsive at times, but she has one of the biggest hearts that the island has ever seen. As a result, she is extremely kind and caring to nearly everyone she meets. After you, Henry. Looks like you need a wash. Thank you, Emily. One morning, the Fat Controller came to see Emily at Tidmouth Sheds. He had some very important news for her.
Emily, I have a very important job for you today. I'd like you to work with the narrow gauge engines at the Blue Mountain Quarry for the day. I normally give the job to Paxton, but he needs repairs, so I told Mr. Percival you could do the job instead. Do you think you're up for it?
Yes, sir. I won't let you down.
That's a good engine. I'll tell Mr. Percival you'll be there right away.
And the Fat Controller left. Emily was very excited. She had never been to the Blue Mountain Quarry before, nor had she met any of the narrow gauge engines. Oh, this is so exciting! I can't wait to meet the narrow gauge engines. I've heard so much about them from you, Thomas. Oh, you'll be in for lots of fun when you meet them, Emily. They're all great friends of mine.
Just watch out for Duncan, though. He can be rather grumpy sometimes, and it can also be quite rude.
Oh, don't worry, Percy. I've dealt with that kind of engine before. I'm sure I'll be able to deal with this Duncan you speak of. Emily then blew her whistle and puffed out of the shed. Percy still felt a little worried for her.
I hope Emily knows what she's doing. I know Duncan can be quite a handful, especially when he's upset about something.
Don't worry, Percy. Emily's one of the most confident engines I know. She's bound to be able to handle Duncan's complaining.
If you say so, Thomas.
Soon enough, Emily arrived at the Blue Mountain Quarry. As she expected, it was very busy. The narrow gauge engines were bustling about, shunting trucks into their proper sidings. Luckily for her, Skarloey was there to greet her. Oh, hello there. You must be Emily. My name's Skarloey. Welcome to the Blue Mountain Quarry. Thank you, Skarloey. So, what do I have to do first? Well, there are some trucks of stone for you to take to the docks over there. Owen's just loading them now. Just then, Emily and Skarloey heard a loud, shrill whistle. And all of a sudden, Duncan came into view, complaining as usual. Oh, all this extra work. It wears an engine out. Come on, Skarloey. We have work to do and no time for chit-chat. That is quite enough, Duncan. Now, we have a guest in the quarry today, so I expect you to be on your best behaviour. And that includes being positive for once. Ugh. How can I be positive when the Thin Controllers made me do this job all day? I'm telling you, I'm overworked and I will not stand it. Ugh. Be positive indeed. I do apologise for that, Emily. Duncan's not exactly easy to get along with, and he sure does love complaining.
Seems like an understatement, to be honest, Skarloey. But he's right. Don't get on his bad side, or he really will explode. Not literally, of course.
Oh, not to worry. I'll make sure not to do that. Soon, Emily got to work. She managed to get along well with most of the narrow gauge engines, and they all started to speak very highly of her.
She's so polite.
And she's great at finding her way around the quarry.
And she's got a lot of charm as well. I'm not surprised that she's so popular with the standard gauge engines. Well, let's not praise her too much, everyone. I think we should just let her get on with her work. That includes you, Duncan. Oh, hi. Why do you always turn to me when it comes to this? What's so special about this Emily, anyway? It's not like she's a celebrity or anything.
Am I sensing jealousy from you, Duncan?
What? No! Don't be ridiculous, Rusty. Oh, I've just realised something that Emily and Duncan have in common. They're both Scottish.
Oh yes, I guess they're more similar than I thought.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. At least Emily's a lot less grouchy than Duncan.
Oi! I heard that!
Oh come on, Duncan. Can't you take a joke?
The other engines laughed, but Duncan didn't think it was very funny. Later, Duncan had shunted a train of slate trucks to take to Crovan's Gate, and he got ready to take them away. Oh, come on, you wretched things! I haven't got all day! The sooner I get back to my shed, the better! Then, Emily puffed up. She thought Duncan might need help, so she decided to give him a little advice. Excuse me, Duncan, but I don't think you should be so rough with the trucks. They might bump you if you're not careful. Oh, for bother's sake, I don't need your advice, Emily. I will do my work how I feel, and without bossy big engines telling me what to do. There's no need for that, Duncan. I'm only trying to help you. Oh yeah? Well, get this. I don't need your help. So there! Duncan gave a shrill blast of his whistle and puffed out of the quarry. Well, how rude! Skarloey, who had overheard the conversation, felt sorry for Emily. I'm terribly sorry, Emily. It's quite hard to reason with Duncan when he's like that. He is one stubborn engine. You're telling me? I already know it's gonna come back to bite him. And Emily was right. Duncan was puffing on his way back to Crovan's Gate, and as expected, he was complaining non-stop. What is it with everyone trying to tell me what to do? Don't they know I can handle this myself? Come on, Duncan, stop with the complaining. Let's just get this slate to Crovan's Gate. And don't you dare think of stopping on the viaduct again. Pah! That was a long time ago. I've learnt a lot since then. Then there was trouble. Duncan was so busy complaining that he didn't realise there was a rock on the track. He didn't see it until it was too late. Suddenly, he lurched off the track, just as he did long ago at Crosney Curran. Oh, sleepers and ballast, not again! Well, that's torn it. And we were so close to our destination too. But it serves you right for being such a crosspatch. Duncan's driver went to phone for help. And soon, Emily arrived with a crane to take Duncan to the steamworks. Because of hitting the rock so hard, one of Duncan's front wheels had to be looked at. Mr. Percival spoke to him severely. I am very disappointed in you, Duncan. Not only were you extremely rude to poor Emily today, you also damaged yourself by being reckless. I, for one, thought you'd moved on from that whole rock and roll phase. Oh, I'm really sorry, sir. I should think so too. And to add to that, since you and Emily appear to be of the same nationality, I would have thought you would be a bit more respectful to her, and listen to her advice about the trucks. Yes, sir. It won't happen again, sir. I hope not, Duncan. Now, Emily, would you be so kind as to take Duncan to the steamworks? None of my engines are able to do it, you see. Of course, sir. I'd be delighted to. So soon, Duncan was loaded onto a flatbed for Emily to take him to the steamworks. Okay then, Duncan. It's time to take you to get repaired. Oh, thank you, Emily. I'm sorry I was rude to you. I guess I just let my temper get the best of me. Again. It's okay, Duncan. I'm just glad you're okay. Now, let's get you to the steamworks. Emily and Duncan are now great friends. Duncan can still be a bit grumpy, as he's that sort of engine. But whenever he sees Emily, he does at least try to put on a smile for her, just to make her happy. Emily is very happy to have made a new Scottish friend.